Good evening. Breaking tonight, hour 6 of debate at the Indiana Statehouse over changes to Indiana's abortion bill, and it is still going on as we speak. So for tonight's breaking team coverage, we want to dig into this heated back and forth that took place over one proposal to remove exceptions for incest and rape, and what's next for this bill once debate finally wraps up. But first, let's begin with Sierra Putman, who joins us live tonight to catch us all up on where the amendment debates stand here at 11 o'clock. Sierra?
Well, I can tell you, senators started later than they were supposed to today, 3.5 hours after when they were supposed to first meet. And they didn't start talking about this abortion bill until about 7 o'clock. So it's very late, and you might be wondering, well, what happens next? Normally, if a bill discussion like this goes past midnight, well, then they will not be able to vote on this bill tomorrow and send it over to the House as planned. However, if there's a 2/3 vote to ignore that rule, then lawmakers may be back here tomorrow. That's again if they go really late past midnight. If there are not enough votes and they go past midnight, they have a few options. They can have a third reading this weekend or on Monday. But before we get to that point, they have to first finish their debate and go over the rest of these amendments. In total, 62 were brought forward. They've gone through about 20, at least when I just left the chamber. They passed the bill from a Democrat to study how an abortion ban may impact our maternal mortality rate. They also passed a Democrat proposal to make sure a victim of incest who wants an abortion, to make sure that they do not need to get the permission of their abuser if that's also their legal guardian. Now, Emily Longnecker is going to join us for the most debated amendment that we were hearing about today. And this is actually coming from a senator who just recently left the Republican caucus, right?
Yeah, right. That's right, Sierra. Senator Mike Young. And the amendment that he proposed tonight led to an almost 2-hour debate in that chamber. It would have removed exceptions for rape and incest and only allowed for abortion in cases where the mother's life was in danger. Ultimately, it was defeated 28-18, which meant some Republicans also felt that it really went too far. Here's some of the debate. Take a listen.
In the Republican caucus, I know there are 24 individuals over here. Before they got here and while they're here, they believe in life. And I know that they believe the only exception is the life of the mother.
But when I read this amendment, my mouth dropped, and I just simply want to say my colleagues have been very elegant. I will just say that this is an outrageous proposal fueled by the arrogance of the power of the majority.
I'm sorry, Mike. I love you and appreciate you, but in this case, I have to strongly disagree with you.
Please know you're no closer to God than some of us that are going to vote against this.
I ask the members of this body to reject this amendment.
This is the size of a baby at 10 weeks old. Got all the features that you all have. Arms and legs, eyes, ears. They're real. They're children.
So I ask all of you to support this bill. One wrong doesn't make a right.
The other side never talks about the baby. They never talk about the other options. You never hear the word adoption, as an example. All they talk about is choice and what the mother, the woman carrying that baby, should do. So that makes any decision you make after that a lot easier, because all you're looking at is one person, one human being, not two. And I can't get past that.
And so this amendment really brought out a lot of personal testimony from senators as they stated their position, many telling personal stories for why they were going to have the position that they took, and some who supported it acknowledging that this could cost them politically from constituents who felt that this went too far, but they said that they were supporting it anyway. Ultimately, Scott, it was defeated.
Lawmakers still at it at this hour. Emily, thanks for that live report from the State House. Well, Jody Madeira teaches law at IU Law School, and we caught up with her just a few minutes ago to ask her why there is so much conflict tonight, even within this supermajority on this issue.
There's two ways in which you can basically look at abortion: as a moral issue and as a legal issue. And unfortunately, there's deep conflicts between the two. People have testified tonight profoundly passionately about their religious beliefs, about their moral convictions, and those are different from law.
Dr. Madeira shared insight on several other amendments debated tonight, and we'll share that with you on our website, so you can just go to WTHR.com/Indiana-abortion.